Alrighty, sweet. So what we're doing today is we're pretty much trying to find people who need help with their story quests. But yeah, at the moment, we're just running around. We're gonna help. We're gonna do some things, kill a few people. Um, Now, what I was gonna say is yeah, pretty much any if anyone wants to see me running through dungeons and such, put a name of the dungeon below, and I will find it. I will help. Yeah, I will make a video to run you through the dungeon. I'll explain the dungeon, in detail. So at least if you haven't done it, then you will know what to expect. So pretty much, yeah. What we're doing right now is, other than our world events and missions and whatnot, or quests, if you will, we're pretty much in the middle of a good old world vs world with, as you can see, Yaxbend, ourselves as Isles of Janthi, and Henge of Denravi, which we're trying to push first, but it probably won't happen. But we're trying. If anyone needs help with what the whole Edge of the Mist is, which is this guy here, that's kind of like a world vs world experience. It definitely helps with leveling up. If you have a low level character, you will need to be in a group to make that happen, but most times there are groups in Edge of the Mist running through, so the chances of you leveling up and getting experience and getting good drops and such like that is very, very possible. So whenever you get the chance, definitely be doing that, as well as world vs world. But whenever you're on, just add me, King Jarillo, the sexy guy, and I'll definitely be here to help. I'm on just about every day of the week, just about 5 to 6 days a week. This is the Charr zone for those new players. So this is pretty much the starting area after you do your introductory quest to being a Charr. It's definitely a place that I like. It looks very old, like there's not much modern stuff. It looks very industrial, which is how I like my stuff. The enemies aren't, particularly great. We have a worm here, but we just raped a worm like a boss. But yeah, so you run around. Definitely, whenever you're running across people, don't feel like you don't want to talk to people. I mean, a lot of the time they do look AFK, like this guy. But most of the times you find people and you just help each other through these little heart missions here, which you get karma with. You can use the karma to purchase whatnot. Equipments, armors, weapons and shit. Here we're just gonna help this guy. Just making sure I gave him the right details, which I did, because that's what I do. So yeah, pretty much. So what's the level area for this place? It's very low level. It's like level 5s and 6s and stuffs. So you should be okay if you're running around with a friend. That makes everything that much easier. This person's having trouble. They must have done something to their keys. Let's hope we've helped those people. The bad guy that tends to be for the Charrs to begin with are Charrs themselves, other than the worms and the drakes that you face in the water. There are Flame Legion Charrs. At the start, when you make your Charr, you get a choice of which Legion to be in. Me personally, I like the Flame Legion. Oh, not Flame Legion, sorry, the Blood Legion. I'm getting my words mixed up. That's just the way that they describe the way that they act. Definitely spoke out to me. They like to be brute and fight people head on, which is definitely what I like to do. Yeah, and it's always fun to kick their ass and show them who's boss. Yeah, it's yeah. So this is pretty much the entire Charr area that you're gonna see. Oh, yeah, it definitely So pretty much this area you see, it's mainly occupied by Charrs and such. Here is the Norn area, the nice Shiver Peaks Mountains, and we got Kryta here, which is the human area. The Tarnished Coast, which is a bit lower around here, is where the sorry for not knowing their names. I call them tree people. The tree people live around here, and yeah. So, so don't worry. My lack of knowledge is because I don't want to learn about them. But down here in the ruins of Ore is pretty much where the end of the game takes place. Where yeah, you're doing your last groups of story missions. I'm up to the Source of Ore. The dungeons that are normally available, you always want to hit your dungeons when you're level 80. Although the dungeons say that they require a level, like say 35 or 55, you definitely always want to be level 80 because you have the best chance of surviving because you're not being upscaled. It's better to be downscaled with level 80 gear than being upscaled or at level 35 with level 35 gear because you pretty much get wrecked. Which is kind of misleading for your first time. You know, it's all happened to us, and we've all seen people have the same problem. The problem. And so, you know, it's definitely a good place to be, being a Charr. I recommend it. A lot of people don't like them because they do look like a gigantic pussycat. But I guess you can always find a way to make a big old pussycat look like a badass. Here you see we have on the screen, there's people equally having troubles and people who are having lots of fun. But yeah, you know, so whenever you see me online, don't feel hesitated to ask for help, whether that be World vs World, dungeon running. If you need help in anything in your story quests, if you just want to have a run around, have a good yarn, yeah, that's what we do. Oh yeah, for those of you in America, a lot of Australians or a few Australians use the word yarn for, you know, talking. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of this video. You know, if anyone wants a certain request, you know, if they want me to talk about something, I'll have a little bit of a look into it, and I will definitely make a video about it. You know, whether it's about dungeons and gear and, you know, character builds, we'll give positives and negatives to it. You know, always good to know the pros and cons. But yeah, so that's the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I guess I'll see you guys next time.